Another new feature available for Sandbox instances is administration mode. When you place a Sandbox instance in administration mode, only users with CRM System Administrator or System Customizer security roles will be able to sign into that instance. Administration mode is useful when you want to make operational changes and not have end users affect your work and not have your work affect your regular users. As mentioned earlier, administration mode is currently only available for Sandbox instances. You cannot use administration mode with a production instance. Later, when we review the copy feature, you'll see that an instance copy will default to administration mode just in case changes are required before allowing users to access. Let's take a quick look at how to use the new administration mode option that's available for Sandbox instances in Microsoft Dynamics CRM Online. Here I've logged into my Microsoft Online portal and I've switched to the CRM option for managing my CRM instances. And here you see all my CRM instances and the type that they are. So I have some that are production and some that are Sandbox or non-production. And you'll notice that the options that are available are different depending on the type. So currently for production instances, the ability to reset or use administration mode are not available. Those are only available for the Sandbox instances. So you can see when I select my dev instance, I do see this option, and one scenario might be that I'm going to do some sort of changes that I don't want to have users logged in while I'm making those changes. I don't want my end users to be affected by this, and I don't want my end users affecting me by any of the changes they're making while I'm trying to make my changes. So what I can do is click Admin, and my first option is to enable administration mode. When I do this, only users with the System Administrator or System Customizers will be able to log into this instance. Any other users will get a message that the instance is not available currently to log into. Another option that's available when administration mode is enabled is the ability to disable background operations. So this will be discussed in more detail when you review the option for copying an instance. And when you copy an instance, by default, the target instance is switched into administration mode and the background operations are disabled. When background operations are disabled, they'll disable all the different asynchronous operations such as workflow or things like server-side synchronization of email, appointments, contacts, and tasks. The last option that's available is the ability to provide a custom message for end users. So instead of just a generic message appearing that says that they can't access that instance currently, you can provide a custom message to let them know what's going on. So you can maybe mention that there's some scheduled maintenance and you expect it to be available at a certain time, and potentially you could choose to provide contact information for who they could contact if they have any questions. So this can be very helpful, and later on in the demonstration we'll see what this looks like for end users that log into the system. So for now I'm going to click Save. I have to confirm that I do want to switch this into administration mode and that only system administrators and system customizers can sign in when it's in that mode. And now you can see that when I'm looking at my instance, it does give me an informational message here that that instance is currently in administration mode. Only users with those type of roles can log in, and to manage this I can switch to the administration mode options to disable this. So first I've logged into this instance as my user that is an administrator, so I can log in successfully, but it does give me a notification that administration mode is enabled and I can go and disable it within the CRM Online Administration Center. So here I can log in and access all the different locations within CRM. I can create records and do all those things. It's only users that don't have the system administrator or system customizer roles that wouldn't be able to do this. So next we'll take a look at the experience that the end users would see if they tried to log in. So now I've switched to log in as a different user that does not have any of those security roles. So you can see that I get a notification that sign in is currently disabled. Only system administrators or system customizers can sign in at this time. And instead of this generic message, my administrator was able to provide me a notification that gives me an idea of why I can't sign in and when it's expected to be available and who I could contact if I had any questions. And once my administrator is ready to disable administration mode, they can click Admin again and uncheck that checkbox to disable administration mode. And then I'd be able to successfully log in and use the application as normal.